why the elections were not free and fair, because there was some sort of vote rigging, as the security, most of the police, they whatever, they were favoring the candidates from NRM, the current political party which is leading. So in this coming elections, what measures will you put so that the police will be favoring all leaders from both parties?
I want to
appeal, Michael. What is your institution?
Kavala University.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to ask if Electoral Commission is an independent body. One, why is it chosen by executive? Yet we know that leadership of executive is political. I would wish, if possible, I can see the LRDCs here. Electoral Commission should be chosen by judiciary, because this effect is spreading even to local people. There is no way a president can keep choosing the head of Electoral Commission. I know the law protects him, but this can be amended because other laws have been amended. Thank you.
And I'm former Deputy Presidential Aspirant, Kavala University. My question based on independence of Electoral Commission. And as I know, President appoints the commission, and whoever has appointing authority has disappointing authority. And we have been experiencing elections where other presidential candidates are mistreated, arrested, and your commission has been silent on this. My Lord, I want to know...
Can we allow you to ask the question?
I want to know, my Lord, where does your independence of Electoral Commission stops?
So it's very easy to eradicate violence, because who perpetuates violence? Is it our cows in our homes? Is it our goats, our chicken? It is we, the people. We are the promoters and perpetrators of violence. So if at every level we all say no violence, we won't have violence. That's the only measure I can put in place. Otherwise, I do not have a prescription like a tablet which I will give to every citizen that this is antivirus, you swallow it, antivirus, you swallow it, antivirus, you swallow it. No, it's not there. So it's a question of choice. When God told Adam and Eve, you know, you can eat of all these other trees, but not that one. It's not that they did not have other fruits to eat, they were there. Their role is to ensure that the voters on polling day, they leave their homes, move to their polling stations without any obstruction, without any interference. And enabling environment that translates what is taking place into a free and fair election. That the voters have cast their votes. After polling has closed, the ballots have been counted properly by the presiding officers in the full glare of whoever cares to attend to bless the county. The results have been captured on the declaration of results form peacefully. The agents of the candidates have signed the form, and an agent of the candidate has been given the DR form.
Zasima Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. And in other news, the Uganda People's Defense Forces will conduct a general recruitment exercise of 9,627 regular forces into the infantry forces. The Uganda People's Defense Forces spokesperson, General Felix Klaije, said the exercise will commence on 1st of July 2024. The report.
Njagala mpite mumwe okutegeeza eggwanga ng'eggye ly'eggwanga erya Uganda People's Defense Forces bwe ligenda okuwandiika amagye amapya. Okuwandiika amagye kujja kutandika nga 1 Julayi omwaka guno 2024 era kuggwe nga 14 Julayi 2024. Abaagala okuyingira amagye bajja kwetaagibwa okujja n'ebbaluwa ezibasemba okuva mu LC esooka, LC eyokubiri ne SC eyokusatu nga ziteekeddwako omukono oba ekinkumu ssentebe w'akakiiko ako kenjogeddeko waggulu. Okukoteka ebbaluwa okuva owa Gombolola Internal Security Officer n'owa District Internal Security Officer. Oluvannyuma tujja kwetaaga okuba nti baleese foomu zaabwe mu ofiisi ya RDC wa district mwe bava. Eyo gye bajja okuwandiikibwa abaleese empapula zaabwe ezisabwa era ttiimu za UPDF we zijja zisanga. Empapula ezisaba oba foomu ezisaba zisangibwa ku mutimbagano ogwa Uganda People's Defence Forces oba UPDF website. Kati ababa n'ababayiseemu okusinziira ku foomu zino ezijja okukuŋŋaanyizibwa ttiimu za UPDF bayisibwe mu kakuŋŋunta eno okusinziira ku bisaanyizo bajja kumanyisibwa nga bagenzeeyo kuba tujja kuzizaayo ku ofiisi za RDCs olwo okuteekateeka oba okugezesa abajja okuyingira amagye kujja kutandika nga 1 Julayi. Buli district ewereddwa omuwendo gwayo okusinziira ku muwendo gw'abantu abali mu district eyo bw'ogugeraageranya n'omuwendo gw'eggwanga. Okusinziira ku miwendo gye egyatuweebwa ekitongole eky'ebyembalirira ekya Uganda ekya UBOS, emiwendo egyatuweebwa nga 25 omwezi ogw'omukaaga 2023. Nga nabatagenda okuwandiikibwa bayingira amagye gennyini aga UPDF tubeetaaga okuba nga balina okusoma okwa siniya ey'okuna. Era abantu betulondoola oba betujja okuwandiika be baba amala siniya ey'okuna wakati w'omwaka gwa 2022 ne 2023. Tujja kuwandiika abantu mu district za Uganda 135 n'ebibuga 11. Bino biteekeddwa mu zones: Buganda zone, Busoga zone, Bukedi, Teso, Midwestern, Toro, Bunyoro, Kampala Extra, Rwenzori, Northern Uganda, Karamoja, Sebeyi, West Nile ne Western. Ebbaluwa ezibasemba nazogeddeko. Kati okutandika lw'ojjayo application naye kugezesebwa okugenda okukolebwa UNEXS ejja kutwala ennaku 56. Zino mwotwalidde okuzaayo empapula zo wano fe okuziyitamu ku kitebe ate oluvannyuma n'okuwandiika abo abanayiseemu mu kusunsula olala okugezesebwa. Ebyetaagisa nayogedde ebbaluwa oteeka kuba nga oli mutuuze wa Uganda ne mwana enzaalwa ng'olina ekitambulisho oba endangamuntu origino etali njokeseemu. Oteeka kuba nga obulamu bwo oba omubiri gwo gusobola. N'olwekyo tujja kugezesa mu byobulamu ne physical fitness obusobozi bw'omubiri gwo. Emyaka wakati wa 18 na 22, okuva 18 mpaka aba 22, owa 23 tutawanya. Ngambye okusoma siniya yakuna ate tusaba nga wayita okubala n'Olungereza mulimu yita Oluzungu jobero Russia si Luzungu. Ate gwaleese ebbaluwa oteeka kuba nga oli mutuuze ku LC eyo eyakusembye. Bwe tukizuula nti LC eyakusembye ate si gy'obeera, gwe tujja kutwala nga eyeeyita kyotali. Obukulembeze bwa UPDF busaba abo bonna abalina ebisaanyizo ebyo togeddeko waggulu bakozesa omukisa guno okuyingira eggye ly'eggwanga bawereze Uganda mu bwagazi bw'eggwanga lyattu, okufaayo ate n'okwagala Africa okutwaliza awamu. ekiwandiiko buli 9/6/27 abantu 9/6/27 okuva mu ggwanga lyonna. Lwaki kaakano buli mwaka tuwandiika amagye? Enjawulo ku luno nti luli twawandiika gye kuuma byalo LDP, ku luno tuwandiika gagenda kuyingira UPDF direct. Abalwanyi abalwanyi kyovula atufuddeyo ku myaka emito. Kizibu nnyo obuga nti wano wakuŋŋuuse teri mpulunguse neeyitamu. Kyovulama nti twesiga bakulembeze ba bukiiko bw'ebyalo, twesiga bagiso abajja okukozesa bapisozi baabwe ne diso. Naye kyogera ekyo mabegako nga njagala abatuuze bafengayo nti bwe tufuna omukisa nga guno gw'okuwandiika ate abaana aweereza eggwanga mu uniform, abatuuze bafeeyo ani gwe baweereza. Gwe LC chairman ateeka omukono ku bbaluwa, obenga ddala omuntu gw'otereddeko omukono yoyo asaanidde okukwata emmundu akukuume, so asaana agikozesa ate okutulugunya oba okubba.
Asimwe, GNTV at 12.
We appreciate your desire for that report. And in more news, a group of concerned ETSO people have come out to show their grievances against the Western countries over allegations to Speaker Anita Annette Among on sanctioning her from going abroad. They say they will protest and walk to Parliament.
ETSO from various districts have threatened to march on foot from Soroti to State House in Kampala to voice their grievances over accusations against Speaker Anita Annette Among. Leading the initiative, Francis Elau declared their intent to defend the Speaker amidst allegations from international community. He said that Speaker Among is being unfairly targeted for her stance on homosexuality.
We are here to address the media. We would want the media and the whole world to understand that what our sister AA is going through, it's a very, very painful issue. It is very clear that when you speak the truth anywhere in the world, you will always be hated. Our dear own Anita Among, the Right Honorable Speaker of Ugandan Parliament, stood on the truth, that the truth must remain the truth and must die the truth. Our motto says, for God and my country. But when outside world found no way of entry into our country, Uganda, through homosexuality, lesbianism, name it, they decided to fight our parliament, and more so, they are fighting the Speaker of Uganda's parliament. As the ETSO, where Anita comes from, it is a very big abuse. We are not going to shy. We are not going to get ashamed to stand with her under all difficulties. Let Europe, let America reject her, but as ETSO and Africans, we are going to stand with her because she has defended our norms, our African culture. We are not going to accept to be lured into activities that are not productive. Even in the Bible, it is not productive, because a man and a man can never multiply and fill the world, but it should be a woman and a man, and that is what God ordained as family.
The group representing concerned ETSO views the accusations as an attack on their community and values. The group, while addressing press yesterday morning in Soroti, warned that they will not be swayed by international influences. They also plan to hold prayers to cast out any negative forces against the Speaker in a form of defending her. It is remembered that ETSO community is steadfast in their support for the Speaker Among, demonstrating their resolve to defend their culture and national values against perceived international threats.
I want to say, first of all, as a youth leader, that we do not support homosexuality. Two, in the ghetto, we do not support the Batman or Chichiman. Bobby Wine is a Chichiman and is a Batman.
Yes.
We are all aware that within the laws and within all the media platforms, Bobby Wine truthfully and spoke out and said, let us support human rights. Which human rights are destroying people's honors? Exactly. Homosexuality is an aspect that does not support procreation. Biblically, we support procreation, bearing our motto for God and my country. Now, I want to request my fellow youth outside there and the people outside there that number one, the people probing our own sister, the Right Honorable Anita among AAA, are people who are against procreation. We are having population census. Do we count the same people or we are counting because of procreation?
No, we count
now,
all people.
If we are counting all people, it's the reason why population census is there. Now, these people who are not supporting procreation are simply the people who are against the Bible. In the Bible, I'm very much told and also aware that in the Bible, God said, produce and fill the what? The world. There is nowhere in the Bible whereby God says you ordain a marriage of a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. It is not there. So for that reason, therefore, I want to request those all who are believers, the Gate of Fraternity who believe in Jah, and my other people who believe in God.
Mamusi chamunit na kiron wako ngono kiniboni nale Bible balabe ouriati lele bata kwa
undermining the sovereignty of our country, because the decision against homosexuality in Uganda was not an individual decision, but it was the Parliament of Uganda.
Yes.
Why do you castigate an individual that is, I want to term it as threatening violence?
Yes.
And we are saying it is a popular decision among Ugandans, specifically our culture in Teso here. We don't support anything related to homosexuality. Yes. And the decision of the Parliament represents the majority of Ugandans in Uganda.
Yes.
So I want to say, you have gone to England, you have put sanction. We are also consulting here. We are consulting the elders, the religious leaders. We are now also considering organizing a local sanction here, and one time we are also going to announce you will not step in it.
Never. Yes. Bobby Wine is moving with the name of the speaker, and people are happy. For us as the young people of Teso, we are saying that if we are not going to get any information from the leaders of Teso, most especially cultural leaders, we want to move, we want to mobilize the people of Teso who love the speaker, and we shall move up to Kampala. We want to ask President Museveni.
Because if you feel that you cannot satisfy yourself, you can get the second wife. There's no that provision of homosexuality.
Zasimwe, GNTV at 12.
Thank you, Desire. And in more news, the Lord Mayor of Kampala City, Honorable Elias Lukwago, has continued to show his dissatisfaction with how the Special Forces Command, call it SFC, do the renovations of Kampala roads. We take a look.
Maintenance of Kampala City roads by the Special Forces Command Construction Regiment, SFC. As you are absolutely aware, Special Forces Command was assigned the duty of road maintenance in Kampala following a presidential directive enshrined in the May 22nd, 2023 communication that was addressed to the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Nabanja. However, the Office of the Lord Mayor, together with the City Executive Committee that is mandated to initiate all city development programs, monitor sector performance and report to Council under Section 11 and 14B of the KCC Act as amended, was not furnished with the details of how KCC was to work with SFC on the road repairs, the scope of work, contract sums, and above all, the terms and conditions of the contract. Subsection 3 of Section 4 of the Roads Act 2019, a copy of which I have here, confers onto KCCA, that is Kampala Capital City Authority, the status of a roads authority, and the functions of the roads authority are clearly stipulated under Section 5 of the Roads Act, which inter alia include A road authority is responsible for the development, maintenance, control, and management of public roads and road reserves and facilities under its jurisdiction in accordance with this Act and any other applicable law. Subsection 2. Without limiting the generality of subsection 1, a roads authority shall develop public roads in accordance with its respective investment and physical development plans prepare and implement road maintenance programs. It's on record that by the time of the aforesaid presidential directive, was issued, the Roads Authority and Roads Committee had already crafted the work plan for road maintenance in accordance with the law, mapped out all the potholes in the 5 divisions of Kampala City, and started on the process of cutting, trimming, and shaping, as well as filling all the potholes, awaiting for the supply of asphalt as indicated in the table below. You recall at that time, our engineers were moving around cutting the potholes, shaping them, filling them with some what they call the first class maram, and we are just waiting for the supply of asphalt because we didn't have money from the road fund. And then General Museveni made a directive around that time, give KCCA 6 billion to fix potholes, and money was delivered. When money came, the SFC entered in. Then when the SFC came, they took over. By that time, this is the mapping we had done, the potholes we had identified. I will not give you the details of roads, just the numbers. Kawempe division had 3,585 square meters of potholes. Machindia division, 60,063 square meters. Nakawa, 8,348 square meters. Kampala Central, I've mixed them up. Let me repeat, I'm sorry. Kawempe division, 3,585 square meters. Machindia division, 60,063 square meters. Nakawa, 7,347. Kampala Central, 8,348. And Rubaga, 4,420. Total, 29,765.92 square meters of potholes that had been identified, mapped, shaped, only awaiting for the supply of asphalt to be fixed. And these were taken over by the SFC. Now, we are asking Lieutenant Chikomeko Chigongo Omurongo, how much of these potholes have you fixed? The City Executive Committee anticipated that by the end of this financial year, all the aforesaid mapped potholes would have been fixed and would be on course to deliver a pothole-free city. By that time, I was waiting that by the time we delivered this year's State of the State address, I would be giving Kampalans good news and would be in a celebratory mood that now Kampala is a pothole-free city. That was our expectation. To execute the aforesaid assignment of sectional repairs and fixing of potholes, SFC has been facilitated with the KCCA Road Fund together with a substantial amount from NAM. The NAM fund, part of it was also given to SFC. Inevitably, the said arrangement affected the planned activities of the Roads Authority and the Roads Committee, hence resulting into the expansion of the already mapped out potholes in the city. Regrettably, the situation is deteriorating further, with more potholes emerging and the number of roads becoming non-motorable. The State Executive Committee has also learned through the media that the 1-year contract of SFC expired, but KCCA management is in the process of renewing the same, and indeed they have committed 3.8 billion to that effect.
Zasimwe, GNTV at 12.
And our dear viewers of Gntv, thanks for being part of us from the time we started to the time we are coming to the end of our today's bulletin, and that's all we had. I'm Allian Atubandiize, Gntv at 12, and up next is a lunch hour service at King of Kings Church. Please come and attend with our beloved Lord Bishop Dr. Silas Tayewa. Good afternoon.